Welcome to Dynamo using Python to create a user interface. So in a previous video I made a sheet using Python. So I thought I would extend this definition out and create a user interface for the sheet. So I'm using the community version of Visual Studios, and it has the ability to add Python. So the first thing that I'm going to do is add a form, which is a blank slate of the Windows system uh, form. So the next part that I need to do is add the drawing from the system, which will allow me to use it as a paint kind of canvas. And then I'll go ahead and from the system of Windows of the form, I'll just import everything. And then from the system drawing, I'll do the same and just import everything that's in that drawings. And then I'll go ahead and create a class. And then I'll just go ahead and create my window, and I'll send into the argument the form, and then my definition or my method, I'll initiate it, and I'll just tell it that call it itself. So the first thing I want to do is name my window, which is now self, and I'll just say create window, and I'll add some text up at the top, just the same. It'll be called create window, and you'll see it up at the top left. And then I'll size it because we're using the drawing canvas, so we'll just size it to 500 by 150. And when it appears, we'll go ahead and center it onto the screen. That's always helpful. And we'll set an empty array of values that we can populate to send back to Dynamo. And I'll go ahead and create my sheet name label, and this is just the label, and I'll just have this the text in there that says sheet name, and I'll go ahead and tell it that the parent, or where I'm sending it to, is the cell or the window, and then from the label I'll set the location of it at a point of 3010, which sometimes a little bit difficult. In a little test trial you have to set it up. I'll go ahead and just copy it again and just call this one number for my sheet number, and I'll just copy that over. I'll move it down in the first value is the X and the next value is the Y, so I'll move it down in the Y value down to 50, and then I'll go ahead and create the actual text boxes that'll send in the user information here, and I'll send in the text box to generate a new text box, and then I'll send it to the parent, which will be my window, and then I'm going to add an initial text in there. You can leave it empty. I'm just kind of showing this, which will say sheet name, so the user will see already something populated in there. And then again, I'll have to put it on my canvas using the drawing. So this will be the point where I put it. I'll put it at 150, 30, and that's XY value. And then I'll generate another one for the number. So I'll just copy and paste, because sometimes you're trying to do things quickly. So I'll just quickly copy and paste things over here, and then I'll go ahead and add the number. Just put it right below, so it'll be just 150, and then 50 to match my label. And then I want to generate a button, so this is the method for the button. And then now my new button will be added to the self, which is my window, and then I'll just label it as OK. So when a user sees it, it'll see an OK when it wants to send stuff in, or when it clicks it, when they click it. And then again, I'll use the drawing, and I'll just put it somewhere on my canvas. and then I want to register it or give it an event. So when they click it, um, I will send the button click, and then I'll go ahead and add a new method for the event of my click, and I'll send in myself for the window, um, the sender, which is the action, and then the arguments, which is it's kind of difficult to understand, but it's the catch of all the list of programmable items in kind of a long list that you send into this action. And then from there, I'll go ahead and add my values that the user sent, and I'll append them and I'll add them to my empty list, which I grabbed at the beginning. And then I'll go ahead and close this off, the program. So this is a little bit of tidying up. I'm a little bit, I like clean code, things to stack right, and when somebody comes in and looks at my code, I like it to look clean. So I'll go ahead and fast forward through this. Nobody needs to sit through and watch me clean all this up, but it is nice to just keep very tidy code. And then the last thing that I'll do is I'll send in a Boolean value to get this form started. Set it to true, and then it'll create a window and send back my form. And then the application will go ahead and just start run my form. And then at the very end, I want to send out my values, which was the list that I appended up there. So that's it. It's about as easy as it gets. I'll just copy this, and I'll paste it right into the IDE of Dynamo. It fails. Great part about this, it'll give you some information. You kind of have to sift through it, look down, and noticing that it says something about Windows system. So that's kind of how you debug. You look through the things, and oh, here we go, Windows, not window. Typo. Without the IDE would have caught that, but it didn't. So we'll just copy and paste it right back in there. And then here's our window. We put in our new sheet. Go ahead and give it a name. We'll hit OK, and it'll generate that new sheet for us. So thank you. If you have any ideas or something you'd like to learn from Python, go ahead and put it in the comments. Thank you for watching.